What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming Raid Shadow Legends. I am Aaron. Today in Raid, I want to make a highlight video on an uber important champion that's going to help you out a ton in beginning and mid game and can even be viable in late end game content. She is one of the easier champions to get because she is only a rare, and if you haven't figured it out yet, I am, of course, talking about the rare Void Champion Coldheart. If you guys don't have a Coldheart yet, please stick with it. You will get her eventually, and you absolutely need her. She is an incredible champion, pumps out a ton of damage, has a ton of abilities that are gonna we're gonna just go through, because otherwise I'm gonna miss something that makes her amazing, because there's a lot to go through. So we'll talk about her skills first off, and I want to highlight the fact that she only takes 15 books, which if you look at Kale and Frozen Banshee, they actually take more books than Coldheart does. So that's pretty sweet right off the bat. But first of all, on the first attack, she can hit up to 4 times randomly, and she has a chance of, 35% when it's booked to place a heal reduction debuff for 2 turns. Which is a crazy A1. Like, attacking 4 times makes you absolutely amazing for Fire Knight or for Spider. I mean, she is just a dungeon queen, partly because of this ability that's hitting multiple targets and has a chance of putting heal reduction down. So, as you see there, chance of putting heal reduction, we want to make sure she has accuracy. And if we go into the second ability here, she has an AoE. She's going to attack all enemies. Has a 30% chance of placing a decreased accuracy debuff for 1 turn, and if they have the heal reduction debuff from the A1, then there's also a chance of placing the poison, which the poison's probably the least important part of her kit, but the fact that it's still built in there also on a rare is just wild. And then you can book this down so your cooldown goes lower, but really the A2 is probably the least important of her abilities in most dungeons. But again, just an AoE that also has a chance of placing 2 debuffs on a rare hero is phenomenal. And of course, the most important part of her kit, this third ability here, the Heartseeker. It's going to attack 1 enemy. It's going to decrease the target's turn meter by 100%, has a extra 30% chance of critically hitting, and damage increases according to the enemy max HP. This is a legendary ability. This is a legendary ability built into a rare Void hero. I mean, if you had like 1 of these, it would still be a viable hero, let alone 3 of them. First of all, you're completely erasing their turn meter, and any form of turn meter manipulation in a turn-based game is wildly important. A 30% extra chance of inflicting a critical hit. So now you can even gear her differently, which I'll show you here in a second, because she has that built into her kit, and then damage increases according to max HP. She is a dungeon and boss killer based on this ability. I mean, she does insane amount of damage if the enemy has a bunch of health, like the clan boss or the Spider or the Fire Knight. Again, she is just an absolutely incredible hero because of this Heartseeker especially. So when you go into the artifacts here, when you build her, as you can see down at the bottom right, my crit rate is actually a little high for her because I just upgraded some gear, and I can actually swap out some crit rate because you really only want her to that 70% crit rate. And if you only need 70% crit rate, then you can do something like throw on an HP chest, or, you know, it leaves you to have critical damage hands instead of critical rate hands. So the fact that she has something built into her kit that's going to automatically upgrade her crit rate really frees her up to put a little bit more HP on other pieces or crit damage, because again, on the chest, like, yes, her damage is based on attack, and that's what it says on all of her skills. But this enemy max HP is what truly is going to make this a heavy hitting hero, not max attack. So keep her alive, put her in a little bit more HP gear. If you want extra damage, go for that crit damage, because once you get that Heartseeker going in critical, which you only need 70% for, that enemy max HP is going to be way more important than any attack you can pump into her. So her kit is crazy cool. It's super important abilities. She's actually kind of cheaper to work with because she has fewer books, because that extra 30% critical hit is coming in on the all-important Heartseeker ability. just a great hero. I mean, honestly, if you're going to pull more than one Coldheart, you're going to build more than one Coldheart. Having 2 of these in Fire Knight would be absolutely incredible. Or Spider. I'm talking about this Heartseeker, and I can't stop because that does a ton of damage. But the fact that it also decreases target's turn meter by 100% is wild. So when you're building your Coldheart, accuracy and speed obviously are going to be huge, but also make sure you get that crit damage in there. Get your crit rate to only 70%, and then just pump the HP because she is still a rare hero. So survivability can be an issue long term in some of the high-end dungeons. So when you can sneak some HP into her, make sure you're doing that also. But there you go, guys. There is the highlight video for Coldheart. If you pull a Coldheart, she's absolutely amazing. Please do not sleep on her. If you have more than one, build more than one. She's going to help your account out. So if you guys are just getting started playing Raid, hopefully this helps. If you are getting started to play Raid, make sure you check out the QR code on the screen or click the links down below. It's going to get you some extra free goodies. It's going to help me as a content creator. It's a win-win. If you enjoyed today's video today, or if you love Coldheart, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss upcoming content. And as always, have fun. Good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.